In a small, cobbled village surrounded by hills, time moved slowly, and that was just how Master Horwin liked it. Horwin was the village's famed clockmaker. His shop was filled with ticking wonders, grandfather clocks with golden hands, pocket watches no larger than a plum, and cuckoo clocks that sang at the stroke of each hour. People traveled from distant towns just to buy his creations. One spring morning, a boy named Elias knocked on his door. "I want to be your apprentice," Elias said boldly. "I want to build great clocks, just like you." Horwin studied the eager boy's hands, rough, quick-moving, impatient. He smiled gently. "Very well, but first, we learn how to wait." Elias frowned. That wasn't what he expected. For weeks, Horwin made him polish gears, oil old hinges, and clean dusty shelves. He never let Elias touch the clock's inner workings. "Why can't I start building?" Elias grumbled one day. "Because you must first learn to see Timino, just measure it," Horwin replied. But Elias didn't want to wait. One day, while Horwin was away visiting a nearby town, Elias saw his chance. "I'll build my own clock," he said. "I've watched him long enough. I can do this faster." He grabbed spare parts and began to build a large tower clock, his own masterpiece. He worked non-stop for 2 days and 2 nights, and when it was done, he unveiled it in the village square. The townspeople were amazed. The clock gleamed in the sunlight, tall and elegant. Its hands moved smoothly. Elias stood proudly as the crowd applauded. But 3 days later, something went wrong. The minute hand twitched. The gears inside jammed. On the 5th day, with a loud snap, the entire face shattered and crashed onto the stone below. The force damaged the town's ancient bell tower, silencing the chimes that had marked time for generations. The people were furious. Elias was devastated. Horwin returned to find the wreckage and a tearful apprentice. "I only wanted to prove I could do it," Elias confessed. "I thought speed would show I was ready." Horwin didn't scold him. Instead, he sat beside Elias in the ruins. "You built quickly," he said, "but not carefully. Time doesn't reward speed, it rewards attention." Then he handed Elias a broom. "We'll rebuild it, but this time, slowly." For weeks, they worked side by side. Horwin taught Elias how to file gears to the perfect shape, how to balance weight with tension, and how to test every spring and cog before assembly. Elias grew more focused, more patient. At last, a new clock stood in the square, strong, silent, and beautiful. And this time, when it struck noon, the bell rang loud and clear, echoing through the village. The people cheered not just for the clock, but for Elias. Years later, when Horwin retired, the shop became Elias's. He was no longer just an apprentice, he was a true clockmaker. And above the door of his shop, he carved the words his master once said, "Patience builds what haste can destroy."